Going on, fam? L.A.R moving, still moving. This blog is about standards and expectations. Um, Another conversation, different kind of topic, but listen to a guy talk about sex, premarital sex, and it brought up my thought about standards and expectations. Um, it's kind of messed up when you expect somebody to do something that you're not doing, or you hold a standard up for somebody else to hold that you didn't hold anybody else to, or you don't even hold yourself to. It's kind of unfair way to live. Like sometimes that's the way I think we look at our celebrities and people and political, people you look up to. They're just people too. Not saying that they shouldn't have standards, but I just don't believe you should hold a person to a higher standard than you hold yourself. Like it shouldn't break your heart if somebody is um, less of a person than you thought them to be. You know, because if you're not that kind of person to begin with, you have no reason to talk. Same like with the premarital sex thing. Cat was talking like it's kind of hustle, like, and it is in a sense. Uh, if you tell somebody that you're not engaging in premarital sex, but then you tell them, but I've been having sex with everybody else, but now with you, I'm gonna do something different. Well, it's okay to do something different, but it's not okay to hold them to a standard of, you know, a whole. You can't just switch up your whole program for this one person to do things that nobody else has done, unless you're gonna, and that's not cool. Same thing with I would say, like me personally, like I got friends and family who sometimes can't be bothered with me because they feel like I'll be a jerk, and I hold them to high standards. And it's funny because those same friends and family hold me to high standards that are really just ridiculous, to the point where they can do absolutely nothing, and I'm expected to do far too much. And it's not cool. But my response seems not to be cool too, because it's like, how dare you respond as a person who's gonna, take care of yourself, like do for yourself, like, damn, you really just gonna not let me be selfish, and you handle it for me? No, not really. But you know, um, I think it's even in a religious term, like they tell people to, you remember those bracelets? What would Jesus do? Well, how you gonna hold yourself to that standard? Jesus didn't expect you to be Jesus. Expected you to be the best you could be. You know, if you do some extraordinary things, that was part of the promise. But you can't be expected to be someone else. Like you can't expect for someone else to represent the best you that you want to be. If you're not going to be the best you for yourself, then shut up. Like for real, you know. You can't show. I had a talk with my mother recently, and we was clowning about this. Everybody wants to show up to the party, and what I mean by that is, you can live your life and do the best you can, and until you make it to, uh, I guess, quote unquote success, then everybody will show up to the party. But in that process, not anybody's really around. It's just the reality of it. And the support system is ironic that you could be on your own to a degree in life, and then and have a small circle, let's say, and then when you achieve what people consider success, you have this big circle and this big support system and these people that all of a sudden care and want to be there. They want to show up and support you and be at the spot that you're at. And, you know, No, not cool. That's part of the bad expectations and standards of people. You can't, you know, wait till a person. You can't be a fair weather human being because that's what bad standards do. They make you, oh, you made it now. We cool. We was never cool. Or you disappointed me by doing that. Remember, my grandmother used to say, and parents used to say this too: "Do as I say, not as I do." Well, it's a bad thing to do as a human being. Like you can't influence somebody's life by being the complete opposite of what you expect somebody else to be. Like if I told, like if I was an alcoholic, which I'm not, but if I was an alcoholic and my kids running around here and I'm drunk all the time talking about, "Won't you ever be a drinker?" Well, don't you think that maybe I should just stop drinking in front of them? You know what I'm saying? So, make a long story short, if you're gonna hold somebody to a standard, or you're gonna make expectations of them, make sure that your life and your history back up those expectations for yourself. I mean, if it don't, then don't have any expectations. Peace.